The 1950s, a decade of rock and roll, chrome-covered cars, and bizarre world records. While many remember the 50s for its cultural icons, it was also an era of extraordinary and sometimes downright weird achievements. Let's dive into some forgotten feats that prove the golden age was more than just jukeboxes and bobby socks. First up, the world of theater. The play The Drunkard set a record for the longest run at a single theater, playing at the Theater Mart in Los Angeles for an astounding 20 years, from 1933 to 1953. Imagine the dedication of those actors performing the same show day after day, year after year. It became a true community staple, bringing people together to enjoy classic American theater. Now let's talk about pipe smoking. In 1954, Paul Lauterbach showed incredible patience and skill during an international contest in Los Angeles. He kept his pipe alight for 1 hour, 55 minutes and 11 seconds, using just 3.3 grams of tobacco and 2 matches. Picture the scene. Lauterbach surrounded by a cloud of fragrant smoke, embodying the suave coolness of the decade as onlookers watched in amazement. From slow-burning pipes to high-speed elevators, the RCA building in Rockefeller Plaza boasted the fastest lift of its time in 1955. This speedy elevator whisked passengers up and down at an impressive 15.9 miles per hour. For people in the 50s, riding this elevator was like experiencing a piece of the future, a symbol of progress and the era's pursuit of breaking limits. In the world of sports, Franklin Bud Held was making waves in javelin throwing. In 1953, he set a world record with a throw of 263 feet 10 inches. 2 years later, he outdid himself, hurling the javelin an incredible 268 feet 2 inches. Imagine the excitement in the stadium as Held took his stance, the rush of the throw and the exhilaration as the javelin sliced through the sky. Finally, let's explore the origin of a book that would go on to document countless records, the Guinness Book of Records. It all started with a missed shot during a 1951 hunting trip. Sir Hugh Beaver, managing director of Guinness Brewery, couldn't find an answer about Europe's fastest game bird. This frustration led him to create a book to settle pub debates. The first edition, published in 1955, was an instant hit, selling 187,000 copies in its first year. These stories from the 1950s remind us of a time when people chased their dreams in both big and small ways. From marathon theater runs to pipe-smoking endurance, from lightning-fast elevators to record-breaking javelin throws, these achievements left their mark on history. They show us that the 50s weren't just about conformity and tradition, but also about pushing boundaries and setting new standards. In their own unique ways, these record setters embodied the spirit of innovation and determination that defined the decade.